What's up, everybody? This is the Chicago Sports Talk Michael back at it again with another Chicago Bears video. The 2023 season recap. Um, for today's video, we're gonna be going through the good, bad of the season. Majority has to do with bad because there is many question marks on this team, on this coaching staff, on this quarterback situation that we're going to be talking about for a few months. I'm already expecting to do a lot of videos on this until something actually gets said. We don't for right now. We don't know what's happening with the Matt Eberflus. We don't know what's happening with Justin Fields. We don't even know what's happening with Luke Getsy, which a lot of us Bears fans do not want anymore. And I guarantee you, even if you are anti Fields or even if you're pro Fields, you have to agree Luke Getsy cannot be the offensive coordinator of the Chicago Bears next season. And there's a lot of good and bad for what can come out of this. As far as keeping Matt Eberflus goes, I don't care if they do or they don't bring back Matt Eberflus. My question is, do you think Matt Eberflus can help you win the big games? Is the question. Because there has been many times where when Matt Eberflus goes up against a good head coach like Matt LaFleur, like Sean Payton, like can you trust them to win games when it matters the most? I don't think you can win. I don't think Matt Eberflus can be that type of person where he can get you he can basically um coach to a level of a Mike McDaniels to a Matt LaFleur to a Kyle Shanahan, or people want to say this, coaching matters in the NFL. And if you don't have a good head coach, you won't go in the right direction. It doesn't matter who you have as quarterback, because I've seen quarterbacks with much worse, aka Justin Herbert. Even though he's a very talented quarterback, he still has a very bad head coach in Brad Stanley. And I will not be surprised if the Chargers get Jim Harbaugh, Justin Herbert turns around his career. But that's an Eberflus. Yes, he did. The defense is playing extremely well under him. I do like the culture that he brought to this defense, but the question is it enough to win games where it matters the most? Because you shit the bed against your division rivals in both weeks, mind you, in both weeks. That was the second straight time you gave up 300 yards to Jordan Love. That was even worse because at least you had an Allen Williams defense week one. You acted, and that was actually worse because at least in week one, your defense was coached by Allen Williams, who's no longer a part of the team, and like he was any help. But the defense was thriving under the past few weeks, and then you completely shit the bed on your division rival. You play soft zone. You let Jordan Love do whatever he wanted. Basically, Jordan Love threw darts to whatever he could. Do you want to know the difference between Jordan Love and the difference between Justin Fields? Is people want to compare those two. The difference between Jordan Love is Jordan Love had to sit behind Aaron Rodgers for 3-4 years. And during that time, he had to learn behind Matt LaFleur, who I will give credit where credit's due. Matt LaFleur is developing Jordan Love into a solid quarterback in the NFL. Do I think he's anywhere near the Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre level? Absolutely not. But as of right now, they're putting Jordan Love on the right track to succeed. They're doing something that I wish the Chicago Bears would have done, because with how much quarterbacks that they had with Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers, and not needing to go through a quarterback carousel like we have been doing because we never get it right, and even if we do get it right, we wasted. But the thing about it, folks, is it doesn't matter who you have as the quarterback if your head coach doesn't know what he's doing. And I do believe, with my humble opinion, if Justin Fields is traded, let's say he gets traded to the Falcons, Raiders, Seahawks, or any other team, I believe he's going to go to a head coach and a new offensive system that fits his strengths and limits his weaknesses. I do believe he will turn around his career, and Bears fans are gonna asked themselves this question because we were so impatient of his development as a quarterback. And I get it. Some of it falls on Justin Fields, and I'm not excusing Justin Fields from some of his bad. There's good plays that he made, and there's some bad plays that he made. But I'm putting him in a collective of bad. People say that it's all on him, but I'm not going to say it's all on him because, like I said, I seen him with a lot of bad here in Chicago. When we started, when we drafted him, we had Matt Nagy at the time, and he absolutely got killed during that Browns game. And then we hired Matt Eberflus, which looks like a person that's going to be looked at is, hey, he's only good as a coordinator, not a good head coach. Which you could say that a lot about head coaches, and questions will have to be answered for the upcoming days. Will the Chicago Bears there's a lot of people that are out on Justin Fields, and I do expect Lou Getsy to get fired in the upcoming weeks. If I have to put money on what's going to happen, I do think they're going to keep Matt Eberflus for another year. And if you do keep Matt Eberflus, you have to keep Justin Fields, and not, because the worst case scenario, in my opinion, is you keep Matt Eberflus and you draft another quarterback, and you give him enough, because I promise you, with my whole entire allowance money that I get during a week, I promise you, Matt Eberflus will not develop a rookie that comes in here. Not Caleb Williams, not Drake, not Michael Penix, not Jalen Daniels, not JJ McCarthy. Neither of these quarterbacks are coming in, and Matt Eberflus is going to strictly develop them into being a confident quarterback in the NFL. We have to understand, yes, Justin Fields has flaws. I get it. I'm not, and if the Bears move on from him, I'm not going to be against it. I'm a fan of the team first. I love what Justin Fields' mentality and the work ethic, because with how many times you've seen Justin Fields get hit and it doesn't get called, or how many times he gets sacked because he's on pace to get sacked, other than many times than Andrew Luck, you would be surprised that he's still standing. Majority of people, it kills their confidence right away. But if we get a Caleb Williams, Drake May, we have to start over from scratch. That means we need to get a new head coach. We need to get a new offensive coordinator. I think we're going to get a new offensive coordinator regardless, and we need to get a whole new system for this quarterback that we can bring. As of right now, I don't view a quarterback that's going to be developed by Matt Eberflus, and maybe Caleb Williams does prove me wrong. And as far as me being okay, like I said, what would my reaction be if the Bears draft Caleb Williams? I'm going to say, hey, he's good, but don't ruin his talent, Bears, because the last time you drafted the most talented quarterback you ever had in your history, and you failed them. So you better do this right, because if he fails, then Bears fans are going to do the same shit. They're going to say that Caleb's a bum. He's not working. Oh my gosh, Justin's lighting it up in Atlanta. Maybe we should have gave him more time. Next man up. Let's go with Arch Manning. And then when Caleb probably lights it up somewhere else, it's the same cycle with Bears fans. And I get it. Some of it's fair on Justin Fields, because I don't feel like Justin Fields has lost the locker room. When a quarterback is going to leave when they lose a locker room. Trey Lance lost the locker room when Brock Purdy got them to a title game, and players rally around Brock Purdy. And Zach Wilson, damn well when the fucking quarterback of that team lost the locker room. Exactly well when he lost the locker room and he's out of here. These players love Justin Fields. They want him back next year, and I think they should. But that's just my opinion, because I'm a fan. I'm not the general manager. I'm not Ryan Poles. But you can't deny that this offseason is the biggest offseason for both Ryan Poles and Kevin Warren, two people that I trust that will build a right team for the Chicago Bears. Regardless what quarterback it is, I do trust that they will make the right decision going forward. And whatever that happens, I will support Caleb Williams. I will support Drake May. I will support Michael Penix. But at the same time, we gotta build. We gotta look at the bigger picture. We can't expect a quarterback to come in and light it up. We we have to understand. We need to build structure around that quarterback. And if you don't, you're going to get the same result. But that's just my opinion. Yes, Justin Fields did have some good and bad moments. If it were up to me, I say keep him. Give him a new offensive coordinator. If you want to keep Matt Eberflus, fine. I wouldn't be okay with it because Matt Eberflus has been proven to be outcoached by the more smarter ones. But if you want to keep him, go right ahead. I wouldn't recommend it. But if you're going to keep Matt Eberflus, you have to do two things in order for it to be a good decision. You have to keep Justin Fields, and you have to fire Luke Getsy. There is no way in hell you are going to succeed if you keep Matt Eberflus and you get a new quarterback. Because if you get a new quarterback, you're going to most likely have possibly 6 to 5 wins next year because your rookie quarterback is going to struggle because mostly rookie quarterbacks do that. And it does not mean your job is safe as a head coach, as a general manager. We've seen John Fox get fired when we drafted Trubisky. You saw Matt Nagy when he got fired his first year with Justin Fields. And I'm going to be honest. I will not be surprised if in 1 year of that rookie quarterback, we fire Matt Eberflus and we have to bring in a whole new coaching staff, maybe even general manager. But maybe that's me. Maybe I'm being too dramatic. Let me know in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching and bear down.